Welcome everyone, this is Warith al-Ma'wali, and today I'll be talking again about Linux Kodachi, but this time it's not Linux Kodachi 4.0, it is Linux Kodachi 5.5. Okay, there's many changes since my last video and I will discuss those changes, but for those who are new in Linux Kodachi, I have to be fair and tell them what is Linux Kodachi about. It's an operating system where you can protect yourself, protect your privacy, enhance your security with many tools that I will go through in this video. Okay, where do I get Linux Kodachi from? You have to get it from dg77.com. So if you go to this page, all you have to do to go operating system Linux Kodachi and you'll get into this page. You can straightforward download from here. If you are new in Linux Kodachi, it's based on Debian and Ubuntu. You can run it as an ISO in VMware. So I'm running two versions and I'll explain later why two over here. They're both 5.5, but the way I booted them are different. Okay, let me tell you now. The first one, which is here, I'm showing you now, it is UEFI, it's live, it's not installed. Where this one is being booted by legacy mode and it's installed. And you can tell from here, from this information you can tell, but later on we go through that. How can I run Linux Kodachi apart from VMware? Can I run it on VirtualBox? Yes, you can run it, but it will be very slow. So don't use VirtualBox, use VMware Player. It's free. You can download it for free and you'll see Kodachi is very fast with it. For Mac OS, I think it's called the Fusion. So just type VMware Fusion and you'll be able to run Kodachi without touching your main system. And this is the beauty of having a VMware to test your different operating systems without infecting or affecting your main host or main operating system. Okay, so if I run Linux Kodachi in ISO and I decided to have it on USB, what do I need to do? If you need to run it on a flash memory, you have to download the ISO, then burn it to the flash, and you use something like Etcher. This is good. I love this program. If you don't like this one has more options, Rufus, but normally I prefer Etcher. It's very fast and straightforward. And you burn the ISO, which will be downloaded, and it will look like this. This is downloaded from DG77. So once you download this, you select it by this program and you point it to the flash memory, and then you can boot Kodachi in your laptop or any PC. Of course, if you boot it from here, you won't be able to save anything. So you'll be working normally, but whatever I save here in my desktop, if I have a new document here, once I restart, it won't be saved. I have to install it, and to install it, you click on this icon and you choose to install it on your flash memory or install it on VMware, which I'm already installing here. So I'm not using any flash here, it's just from ISO to the VMware. VMware provides you with a virtual disk where you can have permanent installation. Do you recommend to install Linux Kodachi? I don't recommend. Security wise, you shouldn't install it, because if you don't install it, you run it live, it runs all in your RAM, and this means nothing can be retrieved later on. But if you install it, then it will be easier for the bad guys to come and just recover your files. So normally I don't recommend to install it, but if you install it, it becomes very faster. That's the problem, you know, it becomes very fast. So if you come and use here, you'll notice that this version is much faster than this one, because this one runs entirely from the RAM, where this one runs from hard disk. So your RAM is always limited. RAM should be faster than hard disk anyway, but it's limited. You cannot allocate all your resources for Linux Kodachi. That's why it will become a bit slower later on. Okay, so let's go through the menus. The main menu is here. You can see this is what you normally see in any Linux distribution. So if you download Ubuntu, you'll see the same thing over here. So there's no magic here, but the magic is here. This is special, and this is special for Kodachi. Whatever you see here is dedicated to Kodachi, because those are all security apps that anyone would need. I normally put my preference, so whatever you see here I normally use myself, and some of them have been recommended by other users which I did not know about them, and they recommended, and I've installed them over here. So thank you to everyone, whoever is putting his time to give me those valuable comments. Over here you can show the desktop. Over here you can see any drives if you have extra drives. This menu gives you a choice of browsers. So you can see there's first browser, which is Kodachi. You don't have to go to the menu, click on it here, it will open. If you need to see the other ones, you just see it. Each browser will tell you what it has. I will explain this later. Over here you have different type of shells. So you have the normal shell, which is this one. If I click on it, this is the normal shell. Okay, I've customized this shell in 5.5. As you can see, it gives you your IP. This is your VPN IP. It gives you your country, and it tells you what is your score. Are you having good score or bad? Now I'm having 65 out of 100. So this guy, you can see, he's not happy. He's red and he's angry. Why? Because my score does not fulfill what Kodachi is meant for. So I have to do something in order to make this guy happy, and we will make him happy later. You will see how to do it. Okay. Over here you have the normal indicators. And over here on the right side you can see your VPN traffic going here, CPU usage, memory, swap file usage, and disk usage. Okay. The most important part of Kodachi is here, is this menu. This one has everything which is here, but this menu doesn't have everything which is here. So this one includes everything. So actually you need to focus on this menu. Okay. Except for system stuff. For system stuff you would go to settings, and not everything over here on your left is available over here, unless you go through settings manager, and it will give you some of the tools which are available on that menu, but not all of them. So if you need to do anything with the system, you go to settings over here, and you'll see some extra stuff that are not available in this menu over here. Okay, so if we go to this menu, what do we have? This is show desktop. We have application finder. So if you get lost and I need to find, let's say, VeraCrypt, I just Vera, and it should appear over here. That's how simple it is to find an application. So you don't have to go all the way here and find something. So you can do it from here. We have, why do we have many browsers, Warith? Okay, this is a difficult question, but I love to see all those browsers. Each one has a purpose, so they're not there just to have many browsers, and I'll tell you the purpose of them. We start with Linux Kodachi browser. This is browser dedicated to Kodachi, so it's different from Firefox. It's based on Firefox, but it works on a different profile. So if I run this and run this, you'll see totally different browsers with totally different plugins. Okay, this one has been security enhanced, so if you use this, you are totally protected. The plugins are all for your protection over there. But if you use this, it means you have none of the plugins to protect you. So I think you know the difference between Kodachi browser and the normal browser. There are options that you cannot change unless you edit the G-hacks over here. So if you want to disable third-party cookies tracker, you cannot change it from the browser because it's been limited. All you have to do is here, find about, so if I type track, and I will find anything related to tracking, and I'll be able to play with the attributes over here. So it's easy. Then you save it. Always back up this file before you play, because this is advanced. I don't recommend anyone to go and play with this unless you know what you're doing. If you don't want to use a browser which has multiple plugins, all you can do is go to Firefox over here and use it. Okay, some people requested to have WaterFox. It's part of Mozilla project, but it's a different, the guy who's behind it is different. He has a different way of thinking, and for me I prefer Firefox, but for those who prefer WaterFox, it's there for you. Is it same as to use Kodachi browser? No, it's not same, because over here you have all the filtering, all the plugins for you to save you. Over here you have nothing, so there's a big difference between this and this and this. Okay, Iridium has been developed by people who are concerned about security, and it's based by Chromium. So if you say, okay, I don't like Firefox, I like Chrome, okay, this is based on Chrome, and you can always run it. The only difference is it will always ask you for username and password. So whenever it will ask you only for the password. If it asks you for a password, all you have to type is the root password or the Kodachi user password. @t00, the one which is available on the website. I've mentioned it. You just type it once and finish. It will be saved. Okay. That is why do it ask? It will ask you for a password. That is to store your anything to do with your password key rings will be stored in your key ring. And where do I see stuff to do with my key rings? It's here. So the password I saved over there, I can see here. See? So whatever I do there will be encrypted in this place. So that's why it will keep asking you for password only once when you run it. Okay. Let's have a look about on Kodachi browser. I just started. It says browsing using secure VPN. It's very important to know. Here it says, whenever you point a mouse, try to read what it says. It says Kodachi, Tor, VPN, I2P, GNU Nets, and direct browser. So this browser can handle any of the mentioned items on this menu. So if you run Kodachi by itself now, it doesn't mean you are connected by Tor. No, you are not. So if you check your IP, so let's check the simple. It says 199.247. It ends with 60. This is actually here. This is my ISP. We will go through this menu later, but this is my ISP information, and this is my VPN. So I'm connected to VPN, and I'm connected to my Tor. But why don't I see Tor here? Because I've noticed Tor makes things slower. It is okay. It gives you get better security if you have VPN and Tor on top of it, but it will make things slower for you. So in order to make things faster, by default it's disabled. Browsing through Tor is disabled. All you have to do is go to this circle over here. Let's maximize this. You see this circle, and just click on this. Voila, you are done. Now you are browsing through Tor. You can see my IP is different now. So just one click here, and that's it. And if I come over here and I switch any of the security services over here, let's say GNU Net or Start I2P, all I have to do is come here and say I2P. Automatically this browser will point it to port 444, and that tells the browser whatever I type here, route it through the service of I2P. But at the moment you can see this circle has turned to green. It means I'm using Tor. And if I need to verify that, I go to check Tor, and this guy will tell me you are using Tor. So now I'm not only using VPN, I'm using VPN and I'm using Tor. It's clear, right? Okay. What can you find in Kodachi browser which is not available on the other browsers? This stuff over here, plus the G hacks, which is here. Those are not available on any other browsers over there. So the first one is to switch through services. By default it will always be direct, so you have to switch it to Tor yourself if you want to use Tor. This one blocks advertisement. This will disable JavaScript. Why do you need to disable JavaScript? Well, you will break sites. If you visit a site and it looks upside down, it means you have disabled JavaScript. But sometimes you need to disable for security reasons. So if you need, all you have to do is one click and you're done. It should be disabled, I think. Yeah, see, JavaScript is enabled, JavaScript is disabled. It tells me that it's disabled. You did not see this message before, but once I click this, it gave me a hint over there. This is automatically deletes cookies. So once I leave this site, it will wipe out my cookies. So no traces are left on your browser. This guy, you know what it is. It's like a better version of Google. Google keeps stuff related to you stored in their database. Those guys don't keep anything, so it's better to use this search engine, and they have their own plugin, so I decided to put their plugin. what does this do? This one generates emails. There's many annoying sites where you need to download something and they would ask you for your email. You don't want to give your email, so you can always just right click on any. I don't have time to show you, but you normally just go in any box and you say, okay, it says here, give me a 10-minute email. It will generate your temporary email and give you the email. So you receive what they want to send you and you forget about that email. That's how simple it is. Okay, over here you can change your user agent. So if you visit any website, normally it tells, okay, I am Firefox, or I'm Linux Kodachi browser, and I'm coming from this country. Over here you can lie to webmasters and tell them you're from Apple phone or Android or whatever. Okay, this one forces HTTPS everywhere. If you want it, you can enable it, and if this one has image which is not secure, it doesn't pass through HTTPS, it will force it to pass through HTTPS. Okay, we have canvas blocker. This is very important, and if you don't have this and you go to a website like, let me disable Tor so we have things fast to show. If we go to site like, I think this one, it gives you canvas. So see, I don't have, my browser is not unique. If I don't have this one, see, it blocked it. See, it gives you two now. So it tells you actually what has been blocked, but I don't know how to see. From here, I think you have to click this. Yeah, okay. See, it tells you what has been blocked, and it will block the print. So your browser is not unique anymore. Also, you can verify this by this website. See, there's many links to check your security. I've put them all for you to make it easier for you to verify that you're secure. And if you go to this website, you'll have a button, you just click on it and start testing. Also, it won't be able to get your fingerprints because of this plugin. Okay, one of the users said, Warith, what about font fingerprints? Okay, in previous version, I did not block font fingerprints. I did not actually know about it. So now I came to know about it, and I've included this thing over here. And this one, what it does, it blocks fonts fingerprints. So if you go to any website like I think if you go to this one which has canvas and just remove canvas and enter, it should give you font fingerprinting. See, and you can see whether your fonts are leaked or not. You know, there is some uniqueness when it comes to fonts. You might have custom fonts that other people don't have. So those people cannot identify you through IP because you're going through Tor and VPN this, but they can identify you through the length of your screen and through the unique fonts that you're having. So to disable that, you need a plugin like this. I think it's clear, right? Okay, what's my IP? Do I have every time to go and check my IP? No, there's a plugin for you here. As you can see, it tells me I'm from Germany. I'm actually from Muscat, Sultanate of Oman. I'm not from Germany now, but it tells me I'm from Germany here because I'm not using Tor, I'm only using VPN. This is the VPN IP. Okay, I like cryptocurrency, so I've put something to tell me, well, these things I don't like because it gives me the price of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is going down, and whenever I look this, you know, I mean, it will give you a heart attack one day because, I mean, you always want to see this above 8,000, but now it's 3.4. So you get to know the market. If BTC is down, everything goes down. All the altcoins goes down. Okay, well, this video is about Kodachi, not about cryptocurrency. So let's move to Kodachi. What does this do? This is a kryptonite. It verifies cryptocurrency websites. So if I've included this bookmark about cryptocurrency. So if I go to Binance, okay, we are here. So what's the point of this? Okay, the point of this, it gives you that this site is safe, because when it comes to cryptocurrency, there is money involved. You'll get many people trying to phish you, phishing attacks. So they'll send you a link, and when you click, it's just one letter. So maybe it's just a score or underscore or whatever dash. So you won't notice that, but this thing, if it's not a genuine website, it will be red. So it's good. It's good. I like it. This one will protect your web RTC. It should always be green. What is web RTC? Please Google it, because we don't have time. We have to do a lot of things, but it will protect IP leakage. Okay, what do we have here, Warith? We have security check website. We have DNS check. We can check if your DNS has been leaked. Can Kodachi protect me from DNS leakage? Yes, it can. That's why I check through it. There is privacy bucket, which I added recently. It will have all the websites that talk about security, and all those website, they have a list of security tools that you can make use of. Search, you can search all the, of course, I don't advise to search through Google and Bing, you know why, but you would always search through the site. If you don't want to use this, that can go through, normally, well, you want to go through Tor, you have to switch on Tor. So if we go Tor on, okay, with Waterfox you cannot do this. That's why I moved from Waterfox to Firefox again, because I've messaged them and no one responded. So I decided to go back to Firefox, because this is very important for Kodachi users, for them to be able to access Onion URLs. As you can see now, I will access that and go through Onion. But if Tor is on, because I've just switched it on, so it should be okay. As you can see, it's not duckandgo.com, it's something else .onion. Okay, yeah, it's cool. I know it's cool. So this is how it works. We have a blockchain stuff over here. We have other services like paste and bin. You can paste your stuff and send it to someone, whatever. Short URL, proxies. Okay, don't use proxies with Kodachi. Like, you will defeat the purpose of Kodachi. Okay, they are there for you in case you need them. But don't tell me, okay, I'm using VPN and I'm using Tor and then I used proxy. What have you done? You've breaked everything. Proxy is not secure, it's transparent. Don't use proxy on top of VPN in your Tor. Okay, you will mess up everything. Proxy is just there for you. Let's say I need to show up that I'm from Afghanistan and there's no VPN or Tor from Afghanistan. I go to a proxy which is from Afghanistan and I show up as I'm from Afghanistan. That's it. Okay, but it's not there to secure it. Never use proxy servers in order to secure yourself. I have other plugins which are there. They've been requested by users, but they are disabled by default. They are here. You can see browse VPN. This is a proxy. They say browsec VPN. Whoever tells you I will give you a VPN through a browser is a liar. There is no VPN through a browser. You cannot connect to a VPN through a browser. I've seen this with these guys. I've seen it with Opera browser, and they tell you download Opera because we have VPN. How can you run a VPN through a browser? There is no way. VPN can run on operating system level. There is no way you can run VPN through browser, unless in the future browsers change and then they give you the access to your system, and that is defeats the purpose of security. I don't think they will ever do it. This is all a lie. It's just a proxy. If you need it, you just have to go right here and enable it. If you need Foxy proxy, I think this one does the job, but some of them ask for Foxy proxy. If you need it, all you have to do is just enable and you'll see it here. See, it appeared here, but I don't use it because this one does the job perfectly. If you have anything extra which uses different port than those which are here, you can always go to options and put your stuff. This thing, you don't have to go through there and check your IP. You just click on here, it will give you IP. It will also store your recent IPs, and if you don't want them to be stored, you just clear. And if you want to disable storing, you just manage extension and whatever you want to do over here. Everything is customizable on this browser. Okay, so I think I'm done. Always Kodachi browser runs in private mode, so it won't save anything. Some of the stuff that you change over here to protect you and you don't make a mistake, when you restart Kodachi browser, will go back to what they were before. So if I come over here and do this and I close the browser, if I start it again, it will be back. Who does this? This guy does here. So if you need to disable anything from here, you have to do it from here. One of the users was complaining, I couldn't do this and I couldn't do this about third-party trackers because you were changing here. My friend, if you need to change stuff, you come over here. You don't play over there. You do it over here and it will be permanently done. Okay, what's the difference between this with Tor enabled and this one? The difference is over here you have all the plugins and security stuff. Over here you don't have the plugin. That's it. The other difference, which is a main difference, this one uses Tor, which comes with Kodachi. Those guys have their own Tor. So if you run this one now and you have Tor here enabled, which says my IP 255, and I run Tor browser, my IP won't be 255. It will be the IP that Tor browser has assigned. So over here we have new stuff. Now you can by default, when you boot up Linux Kodachi, it will connect to the Kodachi VPN. This is Kodachi VPN server. So Warith, I don't trust you. I don't want to use your Kodachi VPN. Okay, no problem. You can use your own. You have a way to put your own. If you click on this, I clicked on it. Okay, it will disconnect me from here, and it will pop up a file where I put my information in. You have to do it once. Put this information once. Once you do it, it will never ask you again. It will always use it as default. Over here you can stop the VPN. If you need to stop completely disable VPN on the system, you just click on this one. Okay, those are new. Those guys will thank you to VPN Gate for providing free VPN for users. Okay, this one has popped up. Yeah, many people ask me, how do I set my own VPN? You don't touch anything over here. All you have to do is paste your config file here. So paste it here. If it doesn't use a password, username and password, that's it. Paste it, close this, save it, that's it. If you use a password, username and password, once you save your stuff, it should pop up another file. If you use, you will have to put this as one, need username and password, and type, my name is Warith and my password is 12326. You never use that password with Kodachi, please. Okay, close. Without saving, it won't connect because there's no information. If I need to connect to VPN Gate free, all I have to click is one click, and that's it. I don't have to set up anything. That's it. One click over here, it will connect me to VPN Gate. One click of this, if it is set up, of VPN Hide Me. Okay, thank you to VPN Hide Me team. Thank you to NordVPN for allowing me to include their VPNs over here. Those guys are very professional. Hide Me, they gave me 1 year subscription for free, which I like, and they were professional. The way they communicated, they were so professional. So thank you very much, Hide Me VPN. And NordVPN, they're a very busy company, a huge company. Many users requested to have them, so I have them over here. They gave me only 1 month trial. So anyway, after 1 month, I have to ask them again. Okay. Now you can see I'm connected to VPN. This is all free. VPN Gate is free. So you are connected to VPN Gate. You are now from Korea. You have just traveled from Oman to Korea in seconds, and now you have Korean IP. Which profile? This is all new. It wasn't there in VPN in Kodachi 4. This is all new information. It gives you the protocol. I'm using UDP. I'm connecting VPN through UDP, and I'm using this port 1332. And the status, I'm secure. Which profile am I using? So if I like the speed of this one, this guy, I'm so happy with the speed of him, which is Korean, and I need always to have this profile. All I have to do is home, on VPN config, and I find anything to do with VPN Gate. This is VPN Gate setup. I click on this and I say random VPN. Over here, it will always pick up a random profile, always connect to a new country. If you don't want that, you set this to 0. And you take the name of this profile and paste it over here. The name of those profiles will be here on VPN Gate profiles, and that's it. You just find this name, which starts with 45 and ends with 32. This is how fast you find them. Starts with 45 and ends with 32. This is 45 and ends with 32. Rename, copy, paste it over here, and this is 0. Save. Now if I click again, it will never connect to any other profile. It will just connect to this one. you can do whatever I said here to any other profile. So if you like NordVPN and you are from Germany and you want to only connect to nodes which are in German, or you are from German but you want to connect to nodes which are in Netherlands, I would go to VPN nodes files over here. But first I will open the NordVPN setup here. There is no username and password. You have to put your username and password. And I will set this to 0. Then I will choose my Netherlands profile. It should start with NE or NL. Sorry, this is NL. Okay, NL. Those are Netherlands profiles. So I will pick the one I like and put it over here. That's it. Save it. You are done. You will always be connected to this, but this has to be 0, my friend. Otherwise, it will be picking up stuff. Okay, when you put your username and password, do not have a space. If you do this, my password, it won't work. After the equal sign, you start your password, the first letter. After the equal sign of username, you start your username. Okay, it should be an email here, I think. I've given you an example here. Okay, don't save. Okay, Warith, show us something to do with Nord and hide. Like, I want to see it working. Okay, now I have my username and password set up for NordVPN. All I have to do is click on this one and it will hook up and connect to Nord. As you can see, now I'm connected to a Nord profile. This is in the US, I think, but the IP gives me Romania. I don't know why, but it should give me US anyway. But actually I'm through VPN because the IP is different. Okay, let me have a fresh start so you can see how I do it. Stop here. Now I've stopped VPN. Now I should have my IP back to Oman IP. Okay, we are back to Oman. Now, Mister, just connect me to NordVPN. If you have a username and password, it will give you the node it's connected to, Canada 1194 UDP, and the time. Okay, this is all in 5.5. It wasn't there before. So this is the information. I'm already connected to Canada. Voila! It's just with a single click. I don't want. I'm not happy. I want to move to hide VPN. Hide me VPN. Just one single click, I'll be disconnected. And if the internet is active, it will go to hide me, and it picked a country. Oh, it cannot resolve host name. Okay, where is it? I don't know which country is it, or maybe because it's a domain. Okay, give me another country. If you click again, it will disconnect that and pick up another country. You can do this with any VPN. Okay, what does it say? HK1, is it a new one? I don't know. I did not memorize the previous one. Okay, let's do it again. Another click. This should go. Another one should pop up. Do we have internet? Yes, it's active. Here I see if internet is active or not. I'll explain this later. Okay, it's connecting to hide me. VPN is connected to Poland now. You always should give it a time until it gives you the VPN. Okay, it might say connecting, but your IP hasn't changed. VPN needs time, so always give it a time to change. So VPN IP is now 2. This is from Poland, and this is through this profile. Okay, let's go back over here. This is the live one, not the installed one. What are these? These are profiles which are provided by those companies, VPN Gate and Hide Me. I always update them twice in DG77 server. So actually what you are doing, you're just fetching those profiles from DG77. Those profiles which are here. So if we go to VPN, NordVPN, see they have 4,895. Do you think they're all valid? No. Some of them are not valid, they are offline. What I do over there in DG77, I go and check each profile. Whatever is valid, I put it on a zip and I put it available for Kodachi. So all what you have to do is a single click and say, give me all hide VPN servers. So if I come here, okay, before it downloads VPN, okay, it told me 62. I downloaded for you 62. Maybe hide VPN has 70 profiles. But 8 of them are offline. It will only give me the online ones. That's the point of having, you need to download this. If you always use Node, before you use it, just download. But it's huge, so like do it every 3 days, because this Node is huge. They're having big profile. Hide and VPN Gate, it's a very small. You can even do it 5 times a day. It doesn't matter. But Node is a bit heavy, big file. So let's delete Node VPN. If you cannot delete, I will always go here and say open this folder as root. This is only in Kodachi. Now by root I can delete this. Now I don't have Node. If I try connect, it won't connect. I'll have an error. If I need to get the new profiles, all I have to do is click on this. Once I click on this, this file is big. It will take time. Once it's done, if it fails, it will give you a failure here. If it passes, it will give you the number of downloaded files, and you'll see a folder, a new directory over here. This is how simple it is. Okay, I hope it won't take very long time. It's downloading now, so I hope it won't take very long time. Okay, what can we do else here? We have VPN Gate speed test over here, File VPN and Node VPN speed test. You can actually go and test each profile of this and pick up the fastest server. So if you need to change your profile of Node VPN and make it, oh, because I'm in root, I have to go back here. I need to change this to the fastest VPN over here. I will have to set this to 0, which is already 0, and put the fastest VPN here, which will come through the result of testing that. Okay, it took time. I think it is still downloading. Yes, I can see we have a connection here. Over here on this place, you can see all your connections. So we do have a connection to 443 to gg77.com, and that connection is still established. That's why you see over here. It will take time because the file is around 11 MB. So if I need to test the speed of VPN gates, oh, okay, Node is done. You can see download complete. We have 4883 VPN files, and they're all located here. It gives you the location of those files in case you need to go. So if we go here, how many? 4883. Let's go Node VPN. Yes, we have the same number, 4883. So it's accurate. Now I'm testing the speed of VPN Gate nodes. So all I did is I went over here and clicked on this one. Now it's testing 56. Total of 80 profiles I'm having inside that thing. 80 profiles. So out of 80 profiles, I'll give you the fastest one now and the top 10. So this is like a race and a competition. Who will be on the top? Okay, this is the results. You can see the fastest server is this one, and it's from Germany. This is the IP, and the top 10 are here. Where are those results saved? It will give you the location, and it will tell you to use any of this above profile, change the variable in this file. So I'm making things easy for you. So I'm pointing you where to do and what to change exactly. You need the speed test. This is the speed test. You need to change anything to do with VPN Gate and use the fastest profile. You can always go and click here and change this one. Simple and easy. You can do this, and the results, if you miss them here, let's say if you miss it, they are always displayed here. You can see the top 10 are here and the fastest is here. Simple, very simple. So with Node, it will take time. Why? Because you have 5,000 nodes. It's not a joke. So you need time to check them. Okay. Never check the speed when you have the system Torrefied. I will show you how to Torrefy the system. That is later feature. Not Tor, Torrefying. Torrefying is different than the normal Tor. This is the normal Tor. See, it's on, but it doesn't affect the test. But the other Torrefied will affect the test. You'd never use it. Okay. This process will take time. You should show it. Is it there? I don't see it. Okay, it's here. It's here. This. Ah, okay. I was clicking on the different. Oh, I was downloading, not speed testing. So now actually it's trying to download. Anyway, you can see here, I was clicking on the wrong button. I think I was clicking here. So it kept downloading the profiles. Where I'm supposed to click is here, the speed test. Okay. So this is Node VPN. and it's testing the speed. It will take time because we are testing almost 4,883. After the end, it will give you the fastest node. Okay, what can we do here? This is very important. This is critical. Okay, Warith, I have a VPN, but I have a task running on my PC, on Kodachi, and I need to go out. But what worries me, if my internet get disconnected, that task will reveal my ISP IP instead of my VPN. How can I prevent that? You can prevent that by these two guys over here. If I say force traffic via VPN, it will, and through IP and port and protocol, anything that doesn't fulfill this rule, see, it failed the download because I kept downloading like 5 times. So of course it will fail. You have to do it once until it's over. Okay, anything that does not fulfill this rule will not be allowed when we will test that. Over here, if you don't want it to be complicated, you can only force it through IP. So if the IP changes, the packet will be blocked. So let's start this one. Okay, that's another failure of the other click of the download. Okay, only VPN traffic will be allowed through the VPN. You see that? And it gives you which interface, which UDP protocol, which port, and which IP. So now see, the VPN is still on. Huh? You can see I can do anything. Ping google.com. The data goes, you can see. But let's say I lost the connection. The internet is gone. So assume the VPN was stopped. Immediately, any packet shouldn't be allowed to go. You can see. Immediately I'm being blocked. I cannot do anything. I cannot browse now. I cannot. So always when you have this on and your internet goes off, don't go crazy and say, oh, Kodachi doesn't work. It's your fault because you are forcing all the rules through the IP. You got disconnected. That IP is not valid anymore. So this thing does what you tell it to do. So don't blame me or blame Kodachi. It's supposed to do this. It will block you. How do you get things back, internet back? You just go here and say, allow internet traffic back. Okay, Warith, I don't want even VPN. I need to block everything. You click on this. Everything will be blocked. Not even a single packet will be allowed to get out from Kodachi. And you can see internet status not active. There is no internet. To get it back, you go on. That's how simple it is. Let's go. Okay. Let's go through the other menu, Tor. Now this is also critical. Okay, I have many critical stuff today, but yeah, it is critical. What is the difference? I'm confused, Warith. What is Torrefied system and what is start Tor only with VPN and what is start Tor even if VPN is off? Okay, there's a difference. And what is Torrefied shell? Okay, previously I had this and this. Then I introduced this. And then 5.5 has this. Among all of them, the first one is the best choice. Okay, those are just options. The first option is this one is the best. If we start with this one, we start with this one. Start Tor only with VPN. If I click on this and I disconnect VPN, immediately Tor will be off. You can see I've clicked it, it's not on. Even though I switched it on, see? Why? Because VPN is off. I don't have VPN. I switched off VPN. So this one says only switch on Tor if VPN is valid, because some countries, they don't like you to use Tor. So you always switch VPN, then Tor. So no one knows that you're using Tor. If you don't care who knows about that you're using Tor and you want always to have Tor, you click on this. Start Tor even if VPN is off. What does these two do? They only do a simple thing. When we have our browser on and this one is set, okay, let it load. Okay, and this set is to Tor. If it's set to Tor, of course it will give me this page because the VPN is off and Tor is off. But if I click have it on, even VPN is off. See, VPN is off, but Tor will start. See, it started over here. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. I know. Okay. Now I will have Tor. I should have Tor, even though my VPN is not working. But I only have Tor in my browser, that's it. And if I do this and I say ping google.com, it doesn't go through Tor, only you have Tor in browser, that's it. Okay, when I decided to make things better, I said let's have a Torrefied shell. So I need the same shell as that one, but should go through Tor. Okay, user sudo not permitted, the mode is activated. I don't know why I'm getting this. Let me see here, do I get the same thing? I think Tor. Okay, I think I've been doing something wrong over there, that's why I got that. Anyway, forget about that message because I've been playing with the system, and this one tells me that whatever goes through here it will go through shell of Tor, Torrefied shell. So it's different from this one. This one will go through your VPN if VPN is on. Let me switch on back the VPN. I have VPN on. So whatever you type here, it will go through the VPN. But whatever you type here now, it goes through Tor because this is Torrefied shell. Okay, and it tells you Tor mode activated. Every command will be Torrefied through. So if I request any IP list, now it should give me an IP of Tor because this is Torrefied shell. Yes, see, 199 is my Tor and this is the Tor. But if I come to a normal shell, which is this one, and I type the same command, I shouldn't get this IP, I should get my VPN IP because this is not Torrefied shell. Okay, so see, you see it's a different IP. This is different and this is different. Okay, that's the point of Torrefied shell. Then later on I said, what if I want everything to go through Tor? Not even a single packet goes without Tor. Then this one comes in. This guy is like very smart. He takes all your packets, pack them and put them inside a Tor tunnel, and that's it. Nothing from your system will ever leave your system without going through the Tor network. When you click this, everything is Torrefied. You don't have to switch on Torrefied shell because even a normal shell like this is Torrefied shell here. But now I click on the normal shell over here. Even the normal shell will give me 175 because this is based on the Tor. You understand? It says I'm from Russian Federation, which is not my VPN IP. It's been Torrefied. Everything is been. Anything I do is Torrefied. If I switch on this browser or any of the browsers that don't have even Tor proxy on them, my IP will still be the Tor IP. I don't have to go and verify that because you can do it later and see that. We don't have time. I think you get the point. Okay, Warith, I don't want to show up from Russian Federation. I want to show up from Netherlands. I just click on Netherlands. That's it. This immediately in it's supposed to be seconds, it will change to Netherlands. And you can choose, I don't want to speak, I want always a random country. Click on random, it will always give you a random country from time to time. This is a random and these are the fixed country. If you click on Korea, it will always give you a Korean IP. It will take some time, but you should see a Korean. Have you noticed something? When I click on Torrefied system, even my VPN IP changed. Instead of being from Poland, it's from Russian Federation. Why? Why is that? Because I've Torrefied everything. Even the VPN itself, it doesn't go through my ISP. It goes through the Tor network. So everything is being Torrefied. Even the VPN is being Torrefied. That's the beauty of this thing. You understand? Okay. Okay, let's go back here. I think I'm done. Okay, over here you have Onion Share. You can share files through the Tor network. Over here you have Onion Circuits. Did I click on Change Country? Let me see. I'll go to. I have to make sure. Okay, Tor will change to German. Okay, now it's clicked. Okay. You can share file through the Onion network. Onion circuits, this one will only work if you have this guy on. Okay, if you don't have it on, that one will not work. What else? It will show you. Okay, if you want to disable you lost your internet connection and you messed up stuff when you are doing, you can always disable Tor or Torrefied system by clicking on this. So if I click on this, I will lose the Torrefied system over here. I think I have messed up that thing over here. Here, what do I have? Okay, we have a different country here. I think I've messed up with that thing. If I go to Italy here, this should change to Italy. Okay, let us continue until this guy changes. What do we have here? Over here you can change your DNS. So the default Kodachi comes with DNS script, but is Tor DNS better? Yes, it is better, but I don't have it on by default because sometimes you lose internet connection, and I don't want beginners, to lose the hope once they switch on Kodachi, everything is not working, thinking that it's a problem of Kodachi. It's the problem of trying to maximize the security. So by default, I think your score will always be, I think 55 here, should be 55, and you keep switching things on to get a higher score. I will explain that later. Okay, so Tor DNS is better than DNS script, but DNS script is encrypted. Why this one is better? Because I think this is decentralized, I prefer it, and this is centralized. So I prefer to always be on decentralized side. But are they both secure? Yeah, both are secure and both are encrypted. Those guys provide you DNS. Some of them provide you with TLS option, but normally it's not on unless you connect through DNS script and you are involved with one of these guys. This line and this line, it means they are more secure than the last line. How do I check that? How do you know that? Well, all you have to do is click on the VPN. So let's say we have, okay, the IP change here. See, I click on one of these and it changed. Sometimes the country is not accurate, but probably most of the time you get the right country. So if I say UK, this one has to change to UK. Okay, let's go back to what I was saying. If I click to level 3, so DNS will change to level 3 here, as you can see. How do I verify that? I come here to DNS check. This is Kodachi browser, by the way. You have to use Kodachi browser to check this. So I go here and click on this. This is by Tenta, which is one of the DNS provider. They're going to do a good job by giving us a testing utility. So it says Tenta here. You can use even their DNS, but now we are using the level 3. Over here, let's try other websites. This one also good, DNS leak test. It will give you, see, it says I'm from United States. I'm from Oman. I'm through VPN Poland. I'm through Tor base in France, and my DNS is in totally different country. Why? Because I'm using free DNS here. If I go and say I don't want free DNS, I want DNS script. Okay, now if I go to DNS and refresh this, it will resend the request. Okay, these things takes time, but it's good to experiment and try and make sure that Kodachi delivers what it says you should get. So if it says I'm having DNS script now, it means if I have the same United States DNS now, it means there's a problem. So I should have a totally different DNS now. Let's see if this guy works. Okay, see, it says DNS script. So this is how you verify that you don't have a DNS leakage. Okay, this guy is still not working today. I don't know why. Normally it works. See, even WebRTC, it will check if you are leaking your WebRTC. Of course, they cannot get any leakage because we're using this plugin. Yeah. Okay. What else, Warith? Let's go to, okay, you can change to many providers here. I don't have to go through them all, but best, okay, number 2, number 3, is this better than this? Yes. 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 This is how it goes, okay? What is this? Use DG for IP retrieve. By default, I'm using other sites. The point of using other sites is to minimize the load onto DG77. So each time this script will try to request what's my IP in order to show you here. So there's thousands of Kodachi users online. They're all requesting the IP from DG. So in order to reduce, I've shifted domains. I've shifted this option by default to other sites, not DG77. But in case you needed DG77, all you have to do is click. Now it will go through DG77. So it says IP source DG77. Oh, sorry. Change again. IP source DG77 and domain use should be DG. Okay. See, now it changed. Okay. There is an automatic script that runs every time. It will tell you here now it's auto pause. That automatic script also checks for the domain. That's why you see first time when I changed it, it went back to other, because that automatic script was running. You have to understand why sometimes you have to do things twice, because that thing also does for you. It checks if it's other and this one is DG, it will set it to other. That's what it did actually. If I don't want DG and I want other, it's not. So you're not centralizing your IP request. Here it's centralized to DG. If you don't want anything to come to DG, I don't want my request to come to DG, then I would have use other. And when it comes to other, I don't get your IP request. It goes to other website, and this is by default on. It's not the DG. Okay. And it tells you which site it's reached. So it's, if now there is running here, it's not running, it will request from this website. Each time it will pick a random website, and to know those websites which is getting, so it's getting them from here. So those are the URLs. So each time it will pick one of them and retrieve the IP from it. So DG is not among the list, so don't worry about that. Okay, let's go to, I'm done I think. Yeah, I think I've covered all of this. Yeah, that's plenty of time. Yeah, bear with me, this video will be long, but I need to make sure that you guys understand how to use this tool, this operating system. Security tools. When it comes to security apps, you have VeraCrypt to encrypt your disk. It's the best. Okay, this one and this one and this one and this one, they all do the same job. But I put them in case someone was encrypting his disk before with Zulu, he wants to continue, he can always continue. But if you want to shift, my choice is VeraCrypt. I personally use VeraCrypt. You have Signal, it's a messenger. KeyPass to store your passwords. This is a firewall. If you do anything over here, it actually puts up rule inside this. You understand? If you do anything to do with this guy over here, actually all your requests are going through IP tables. So we have two different firewalls, okay? Just to understand the logic. Oh, we haven't tried Tor DNS. If we try Tor DNS, see, it will switch to Tor DNS. Then if you go to this site, okay, this is the best option, which is Tor DNS. See, my score is still 70 out of 100. Each time it increases. Because I've switched to Tor DNS, I got a 70 now. This is your score system here. I'll explain this later. Anyway, now it's through Tor, and you have a firewall here. You have wire messenger, bleach, bit for cleaning stuff. If you have you have running out of disk and stuff, you can always click on this and click on it, and it will, you can preview. So if I clean, I would save around 231 MB. That's it. You can run it as a root to clean up the root files. FireJail is a sandboxy. If I switch on this, anything that I run and I put inside this, if I click on Firefox now, it means nothing will be saved on my hard disk. Even though this system is installed, it won't save anything. Everything will be sandboxy. Once I close the Firefox from here, everything will be wiped out. This is the purpose of having sandbox. You can have any application over here to run through the sandbox, and it's called Fire Tools here in this Kodachi thing. Ring is similar to Signal. Messenger, this is a messenger, a messenger, a messenger. The one I put first, it means it's better. I prefer this over this because this is open source. Okay, end-to-end encryption, and there's a lot of things that I prefer Signal over Telegram. Okay, you have a ring if you need to do video conversation. You have a ring. This is for encryption. MAT is to change the metadata of files. This is to show, I showed you earlier, to store your password, system password. It will store them here. Those which are needed automatically for application. Those which are not needed automatically for applications, use KeePass to store them. It's much better. GPA is for any keys to do with your PGP stuff or JPG, whatever you call it. KeePass older version, if you need the older version. Of course, I recommend using this, not this, but if you're using the old one, you still have. And you have a root terminal. There's 3 or 4 types of terminals. This is the normal terminal. Then you click here, Torrefied terminal, and normal terminator, which is this one. And there is a root terminal. See, it says root, which you can start from here or you can start from here. Even the browser, you can start them from here or from here. Okay. Root terminals, it means whatever you type, you are typing as root. Okay, we are done with this. Okay, we've checked that. Let's go back to Tor DNS. This is the Tor DNS. So it says I'm from Belgium. And actually my Tor is from the United States. This is what I like about Tor. My normal traffic packets, they are going through United Kingdom, while my DNS requests are going through Belgium. This is the beauty of Tor, okay? So DNS requests go through other country encrypted, and the DNS traffic, the Tor itself project packets or internet packets go through United Kingdom. What do we have here? We have other security services. Noisy. If you need, this is what was a request by one of the users. I didn't know about this tool. He told me about it. It's a very nice tool. If you need to add noise, you don't actually need this tool, but if you need it, if you're going through your ISP, you're not encrypted, you need this tool. So it's just telling your ISP, I'm browsing this website and this website. You're actually not browsing them. This tool is browsing them. So if you run it, it will keep requesting random URLs. And if you click this, it will do it for 5 minutes and it will stop. If you click this, it will keep going until you stop it. How to stop it? You just click this and it will stop noisy. See, it's requesting GitHub. I'm not visiting GitHub, but my system is visiting GitHub now. So this is how it does the job. It will keep requesting websites. Okay, SyncThing is for file sharing, secure file sharing. So if you start this, it will pop up a browser once it's on here, and you have a SyncThing. You can always put your which is your folder you want to share, and it's a peer-to-peer sharing. So all you have to give your partner the ID which you'll be having, and or add him. You add a remote server, he will give you his ID, you add it here, and you'll be able to see his files. Whenever he updates his files, it will be automatically updated over here. It's a very cool tool. Okay, it's for file synchronization service. Okay, something like Dropbox, but it is secure. That's why I don't have Dropbox. I have something better, which is this one. Okay, if I need to SSH myself, so if I SSH myself, why does this take time? If I click on this, you notice it took time because it always fetches the IP. So I have this on terminal just to tell people that, okay, this is my before you start typing anything or do anything wrong, remember this is your IP, it's been revealed. Okay, you don't have Torrefied system on, that's why you have this guy over here, you only have VPN. So let's go to here, and what I was talking about, let me connect to what? My SSH 127.0. I'm connecting locally, or someone remotely requests to have SSH on my PC, I won't have it. By default it's blocked. If I need to switch it on, all I have to go and say start SSH, and it says no, you're not allowed. Regenerate keys. Once they are regenerated, I think you should be able. If I say yes, I'm in. The password is always root r@t00, and I'm in. So now I'm connected within my system through SSH. Okay, that's how simple. You don't want to leave it on, of course. Don't leave SSH on and say you are secure. You're not secure. Always disable it when you're done with it. Deny host. If you want to deny the request to SSH, you just switch on this and it will be on. You switch it off like this. If you want to see anything to do with the rules, you see it from here. Okay. If you want GNU Net, which I explained earlier, this guy here says GNU Net, so to use that you have to come here and click start. If you want to start I2P, you can start. Of course, I don't advise to use this service because you already you have Tor and VPN. Why do you need those guys? You don't need them, but they're there in case you need them. So if I start I2P, all you have to do is click on this and your browser will pop up with the service status, whether it's on, whether it's checking it or not. See, it's actually open Chrome instead of Firefox. So this is I2P and it's testing the network now. You can switch off I2P from here. Over here you can synchronize time through NTP. So if you have your time messed up, you don't want to do it from here, you can always synchronize it through the nets over here. And there's a rootkit. What is the point? You've downloaded an email which you are suspicious or anything, someone has put a rootkit on your system, you can always check it over here. Of course, if you have a live system which is not installed, you can always restart the PC and everything will be wiped out. So it checks if there is any rootkit. If there is, it will always tell you over here. Okay, this warning doesn't mean you have a rootkit. Okay, don't confuse. This is just a normal checkup. The root checkup will start later. After this, it will start and it will give you something like this above. Oh, I cannot even stop that. See, not found, and it will give you if there is any rootkit. See, now it will start the rootkit. This is the rootkit hunter. If it's found, it will give you found here, and that's the danger zone. Okay, so don't worry about the other messages. Okay, what do we have here? Other applications. We have cryptocurrency wallets, Exodus, Jax. I prefer Exodus, but you have Jax because these guys have mobile wallets. So if you want to use Jax, you can use file transfer, FTP. I always love Genie to use with programming. It's an editor, advanced editor, text editor, Thana. They're all file. You can always try them yourself. If you want to run Thana as root, you can do this, run as root. So over there, or you can come here and right click and say run as root over here. There is something special with Kodachi as well, I forgot to mention, apart from the other ones there. If I have a document here and I need to check the MD5, normally I would go to CD. This is an alias that I've set. I just put dtop, it will take me to desktop. Okay. Now if I say MD5 sum, let me code this to X so it's easier. So this is the MD5 of X. If I don't want to type this, I'm not a command line master or whatever, just come over here, give me the MD5 of this guy. It gives you, it's the same value we saw over here. It ends with 7E, and the result is saved over here on your desktop. See over here. If I want SHA 512, this is unique in Kodachi only. You don't see it on any other distro. Of course, if they copy it, you'll see it later, but as I'm speaking, it's not available. Okay, 256, 256. Whatever you want is there. You need to edit as root, you have to click, but you have to go to here to see it as root. What else? Oh, you can wipe. So if I want to wipe this file, I just come here and Kodachi wipe, it's done. Okay, those are tools. They start with the name Kodachi, and you can always have some extra over here. See, you can calculate the size of the folder, you can open as root. Also, if you have a file, you can edit it as root. So let me show you an example of editing a file as root. If we go to, let me hide this, go to here, I need to edit this as root. See, now I'm editing this file as root. All you have to do is right click on the file and it gives you those Kodachi options. Okay, back to here. We finished the editors. We have mail to compare files. If you need to compare files, if you need to shift files from a disk and synchronize between them, you have two tools. They're all similar. I cannot tell you which one is better. It's based on your preference. This is to search files. You can search files. Odyssey to audit audio files. VSC player is an audio player, MP3 player, call it whatever you want. You have OpenShot video editor to edit videos, Shutter to take screenshots, it will always stick, huh? So I just took a screenshot of my desktop. You have, okay, 1, 2, 3, they're all image views. Why do you need them all? Each one has something that the other is missing, so that's why I have 3 of them. They are very light, they're very nice to use. DNS query tool to query DNS and stuff, and this is to do with other things, finger, whois, port scan, you can do whatever you want. Okay, I think I've covered this. System apps, basically I have things that I feel they're important and I shouldn't waste your time and let you go here and find it, so I put them over here. Some of them, so others are still over there, but some of them which I feel that they're important are here, and you can do a lot of things over here. You can check the size of your disk usage, you can download some application. If it asks you for a password, always root 00 and you are in. Software updater, I'm clicking a lot of stuff, so I'll be running out of RAM, I think. You have virtual keyboards over here, redshift to decrease the, if you have strong radiation coming out from your screen, you can always adjust it by this thing. It's very cool, I like it. This one works only if you have a projector or second screen. If you click on one of them, it will project to the other screen, okay? And this stuff you test yourself. I don't need to go through this, but I need to go through the panic room, which is very, very important. Let me close these guys, close all, close, I don't need this, and close this one, close this, and the browser. So we spare some. Okay, what if I run out of memory? Now I'm using 1481. I go to panic room, free RAM, and it should change 1481, 1487. See, now it's 1361. You see how it works? So I reduce the, if I need to change my Mac, this is my Mac, it says here. Where do you get this stuff Warith from? It's not magic. If config, so I'm saving you the time to learn those commands. And what is my Mac address? Okay, I'm a bit tired. Okay, it ends with B9. It starts with 4A. 4A ends with B9. Okay, same Mac. I need to change this Warith. One click. 16. Over here it won't change. You have to type the command again to see it. So the purpose of having it here, it changes. You don't have to type the command here. That's why you have it over there. Okay, let's close this. This script runs with, when you boot, every time your Mac is automatically regenerated. So you don't have to click it unless you need it. If you installed Kodachi and you have your speaker is not working, your keyboard is not working, your printer is not having a driver, all you have to do is come and click on this. Once you click on this, it will check for the proper driver and let you know what is it, and it will download it for you. Okay, because I get a lot of messages, my this is not working, my speaker, my mic is not working, and I have all to point them to this place. Go to panic room, install driver, and they have their thing fixed. If you need to wipe your RAM, you click on this. It will. Okay, what's happened here? Okay, this is a good example. I panic now, so this is not working. Okay, all you have to do, come over here, quit. I'm quitting Cairo. It stopped. There is a script on background on Kodachi. If anything goes wrong with this, it should start it back. Anything goes wrong with this, it will start. See, it's back, but now it's working. Just as simple like that. I have a mess up on this two things. Panel. All I have to do, come here, restart XFCE panel. See. Sometimes you have another network. This thing will appear twice, maybe here. It's a bug with XFCE. All you have to do is click this. Come here. Finish. It will be gone. Very simple. Wipe the RAM. You can wipe the RAM and shut down. But if you have a live ISO and you click on this, it will run, but it won't shut down because everything is on RAM. So it will wipe everything. It will be full and it will hang. But on an installed system, it will do it and it will shut down. Okay. So this is installed system. I can. Okay, if I have a messed up screen here, and this is messed up, and this is like showing one column, and this column is not showing. All I have to do, come over here and say fix Kodachi display if broken. That's it. It's a simple click, everything gets back to normal. You don't have to restart Kodachi. Okay, see, everything came back. Repair network, this is very important. Sometimes when you click Torrefied, or you have a rule here which says force VPN and you forget about it, you lose the internet connection, you panic. Oh, what did I do? Do I have to reinstall Kodachi? No, you don't have to do that. All you have to come here and say repair network. It will clean up your firewall rules, your UFW rules, and everything will be fresh, and you'll have this thing active again. This is how simple. Whenever you have this as inactive, always come and click on this. You can lock your screen. I've explained this. Show your hardware ID. What do I need hardware? Hardware ID is here and hardware ID here. Here has been chopped off because of the screen length. But why do I need hardware ID? Hardware ID is only needed if you get blocked. If you mess up with the bandwidth of Kodachi VPN, you want to mess up with the bandwidth, you can play with any of this. You go and buy one of these and they have unlimited bandwidth. But for me, I pay for these Kodachi VPN nodes and I don't have the money to pay for the entire world. It's not reasonable for me, so I cannot do it. I cannot manage it. You have to go and get one of these paid one and download whatever you want, movies and stuff. When you use Kodachi and start downloading, testing other distributions, downloading huge eyes or torrent files or movies, expect to be banned. And I will ban you through the ID, which I showed you now. So when I banned you and you realize your mistake, all you have to do is send me, Warith, please unban me. I didn't know that it was a problem, so an issue. You give me this ID, I will unban you, will be able to use VPN again of Kodachi. If you get banned, you can still use Kodachi normally, you can still use any other service. The only thing you cannot use is Kodachi VPN. And this is to let other users breathe. If you mass download with torrents, other users feel the network is very slow. So I am trying to avoid that. I'm trying to balance, give you free VPN, but in the same time you have to consider that other people are using the same service. So when you need to download, please use other stuff here. Okay, this thing is dangerous. You click on this and you're dead. If you click on this, it will wipe everything. If I say yes, of course it will ask me for one more confirmation. But if I say yes here and I click any of the keys here, which I don't want to click, everything will be gone. Entire system will be gone. So it's very dangerous. All you have to do is close it. Don't click on unless you know what you're doing. Why do I need this? You've been doing some stuff you don't want anyone else to know, and that else came in, and you want to wipe everything what you've been doing forever. You can always, if it's a folder, you can always wipe it from you. You don't have to use that. But if it's the entire system you've been doing something wrong, which I don't advise, Kodachi is not for you to do something wrong, but if something that you don't want people to know about, which is not wrong, it's private, let's call it like that, you click on this, it will wipe everything, but there's no going back. If you have a file which was stored in one of these folders, you will never get it back. You will have to install another Kodachi. So this thing is dangerous zone. Don't play with it. You notice if you log into Kodachi, there is no username and password ask. I made that simple because people confuse. But if you want to get it back, all you have to do is disable, click on this, disable Kodachi auto login. If you disable auto login, no username, username and password will be asked always. For security reason, whatever is recommended, you put a mouse, you'll see it says recommended. See, recommended. This is not recommended. If you enable this, no username and password will automatically log in. If you enable this, disable this, it will always ask you for username and password. IPv6 by default is disabled. It's not recommended to enable it for security reasons. There is a leakage of IP6. You have a VPN using IPv4, but your IPv6 has been leaked. By default, I disable that. But if you need it, you always click. But if you want to disable it again, you have a button. You can disable it again, which is recommended. Over here, we have security evaluation. Is it important? Yes, it's very important. But let me go through the screen first. Then we go back here. Over here, we have Linux Kodachi, we have the CPU usage, we have memory usage, and we have the disk, time and date. Internet status. Anything wrong with internet, this will be not active. Now we have it active. Interface use, what am I using? I'm using EN33, which means Ethernet cable I'm using now. I'm connected through Ethernet cable. Of course, if I want to get my real IP of my physical Ethernet, instead of NAT here, you would always put it to bridge, and you'll get your physical and replicate your physical. I'll show you something cool. Warith, I need double VPN, the double burger again. So I don't want only Kodachi VPN. I want NordVPN, and on top of it Kodachi VPN. All you have to do, you go through your window. Now I'm having this stealth walker. This is by Eagle Eye, which I run. Yeah, I developed this long time ago. Anyway, I still use it. So now I'm connecting to a VPN. If I connect to this VPN, whatever runs through these two guys will be based on that VPN, not based on my Oman IP. So now if I see it disconnected over here, and also it should disconnect from here. Now anything will not show, it will show me this IP. See that one which popped up? My IP, instead of being ISP IP Oman, it will be VPN IP, the new VPN IP. So now if I switch on Kodachi on top of that, okay, see the IP is different. Now if I switch on Kodachi or Nord or whatever, my god, this is like double VPN. You remember when I said double Tor? When you use Torrefied and Tor Browser is double Tor. This is double VPN. It's double layer of security. Okay, it's much better than using a single layer. But remember this, there is one rule. You maximize the security, you get slower internet. Okay, don't complain about slowness, because you need Tor, double VPN, Torrefied system, and you want to download 3 GB file, no way. Better don't do that. Okay, if you need to download something, always your own VPN. No, you don't need. If you need normal stuff, you always use VPN to check your email. That's more than enough. VPN is enough to check your emails, to browse. But when it comes to things that you don't want people to know who you are, then you start building up your security levels. You get my point? So I don't ask you to use Torrefied system with double VPN on your daily users. You cannot do that. I don't do that myself. Okay? Okay, this video will be long, but I think it's worth it. Okay, let's continue. I need to finish up everything, so I make sure I've covered everything. So now we have Kodachi VPN on top of the other VPN. And over here, VPN is not on. Over here, let's have NordVPN on top of the other VPN that I'm having. It could be Hide VPN over there. You get the point, yeah? Okay, once it's on, it will be hooked over here, and we should see two. Okay, we see. This is 199 and this is 60. Totally different VPNs. So already I have double VPN. It's clear, right? Okay, to make things faster, when I explain, I will disconnect this and make sure it doesn't reconnect each time. Okay, this is a commercial product. I provide this on my website. This is a you have to buy this. It's for Windows. This one I provide for free. This one is much better than that, to be honest. But yeah, I did that long time ago. Then I decided to go to Kodachi because I don't like Windows stuff. I don't consider myself being secure when I use Windows. Okay. Okay. Now, let's say panic. See, no, not active. I don't have internet. I lost internet. There's something wrong. Why? Because I disconnected there, but my VPN session is still valid here. All I have to do is I can stop the VPN. It will stop by itself. There's a timer. It will stop. But to save time, I stop this. If I stop this and internet doesn't come back, all you have to do is click on repair network and your internet will be back. Okay? Okay. Okay. This is not active. Leave this. We'll see how it does it automatically. But this one you already done. So if we go back here, this is to do with the ISP stuff. So this is your IP. If you connect to VPN, you'll see your VPN stuff. Over here we had a MAC address. We stopped here. There's IP source, where it's getting IP from. The domain is getting it from. VPN, if it's on, you'll see the information here. And if Tor is on, which I'm switching on now, even if VPN is not on, you should see the Tor information here. Over here it will give you the DNS. Anything to do with the DNS you change here, it will show up here, this one. So now I'm using DNS script. What is this? Kodachi status active. If you get banned, it will say Kodachi status banned. Kodachi version is 5.5 latest version. If I have new version release and you're using the old version, you will always see this different. Also there will be a pop-up here to tell you there's a different. I always recommend to use the latest Kodachi. Don't use the old ones because they are always buggy. They always have bad stuff on them, because I keep learning and I give you the better. So don't keep using the old stuff and you try to seek support from me. I cannot support all the version. All I can provide from now on is the support of latest version. Okay, I don't have time because it's not I don't want to do it, I don't have time. I'm only one person doing all of this. Okay, Kodachi version, latest version, auto login. Is auto login on? Yes. If I go here and say disable auto login, see, this will change to no now. You don't have to do anything. It will tell you that it's no. It will check itself and say it's no. IPv6 no. If I go and say enable v6, it will be yes. So if I come here and say enable, see here, of course it's a one letter, but behind this there's a script that goes and fetch, and there's a grep command in order for you to get those three letters over here. So it's complicated there, but it's very simple in front of you. Whatever you see here is complicated on the back end, but I made it simple for you. Refresh status, it's when it tries to fetch IPs. So it will fetch IP every 1 minute. It doesn't mean when it says running it's fetching IP. Sometimes it does something else. So don't think that you're always using the net fetching IP. No. It will do it every 1 minute, which is fair enough, reasonable time. I will leave this and go here because this has to take some time. We go to CPU. We have a CPU usage here, we have a memory usage here, we have disk usage here. Over here we have system information. Okay, Kodachi, developer name, that should be my name. Kernel, which kernel you are using. So you don't have to go and type uname A and to give me my kernel. It's all here. Okay, this is the beauty of latest versions of Kodachi. Now we are starting to get this. Even here you have some stuff which is VPN. This is all new. Okay. If I boot through UEFI, which I'm doing here, I will see here boot UEFI. If I boot through legacy and I go here, boot legacy. If this system is running in live mode, persistent will be no. If it's installed, persistent will be yes. See the difference? That's why I'm running two versions. You get to know why I'm showing you both. Uptime is how long has this system been started? It's 2 hours. How many processors I have running? I have 1 out of 3, 18. So the others are running, but they are sleeping. Which one is active? It will show you here. How many threads? 751. How many files? We have 84,000 files which are running. I don't see Warith any files. Okay, Linux is like that. Even a socket, even a connection is considered to be a file. So it's nothing to do. It's not a bug. This number is always big, but this is correct. There's nothing wrong with it. How many users are logged in? It's only 1 user. Which desktop are you running? 1. If I go to desktop 2, over here I see 2. See, it changed to 2. If I go back, so there is no Firefox here. See, this is the other screen, the other desktop. Go back. Now I'm back to 1. Resolution. This is my resolution at the moment. Which card I'm using? I'm using EN33, which is the same as here. This is my network traffic. If I'm having any network, see, I don't have internet. Sometimes you lose it, but it comes back. It depends with how fast is your internet. See, it got back active. I didn't have to do anything. So just be patient. It's inactive. You just wait for it. If things go wrong, it will disconnect VPN by itself. So everything has been automated. Don't worry. You just keep looking and see what happens. There's a card, another card, which is TAN 0, which is another virtual interface. This is used by VPN. If you have VPN on, you will always have these indicators and this thing will appear here. If you don't have VPN on, this thing will not be active. Which IPs I'm connected? 4, total of 4, and the ports which I'm connected through are here. And this is all through net state. You know the long command net state -a blah blah, and you will get this stuff. I'm simplifying everything by showing it to you here. Okay, I think I've covered most of the things, but not everything. Okay, what is left? What is left is something new and special. Let us have a look at it. This thing over here, score system and model system. This is very important. The lower is the score, it means the higher risk you're in. If you have this as 0 out of 100, you have to do something before you start browsing your internet. Okay, so how do I increase my score, and what is the best model? Best model is always showed here. It says here best model. This will never change, the last line. ISP, it means I start my connection with ISP. It should go through VPN. It should be Torrefied, not Tor. There's a diff, not Tor. See the line above, I'm using Tor. Here says Tor, yes, but is the system Torrefied? It says no. That's why you see ISP, VPN, Tor, but the best model is ISP, VPN, Torrefied, Tor DNS. You can see the arrows between VPN and Torrefied, they're double arrows, you can see them, no? But the rest are all single direction arrow, right? Why here both? It means it doesn't matter. So if you have VPN on, then you Torrefy your system. Is it the same as if I Torrefy my system and do VPN? It's not the same. Which one is better? What? I feel they're all the same. Technically they're not the same, but I feel they're all the same. Which one is better? I think it's better you Torrefy and then you connect to a VPN. So when the system hooks up startups, you'll have Kodachi VPN starting. What you do is stop it. You will have DNS script on, leave it. But when you stop the VPN, you won't have VPN. Okay, you will have your ISP. What you do, you come here, you start this, Torrefy my entire system. This will automatically set this to Torrefy. So if I go, your IP also will change there. So if I go and click this, see now this changed to yes. Now my entire system is based on Tor. No traffic will leave if Tor is off. So if you go and type, I'll show you the secret of this. I would say service Tor stop. What should be sudo? See, it stopped now. But if it stopped, oh, it ran again. Automatically there's a script running it. But you lose the connection. See, I cannot ping because still Tor hasn't been established yet. Once established, I can ping. So that's the beauty of having Torrefy on. If you have it on and it's killed and there's no script which runs it, I have Kodachi running it for you in order to not for you to lose the internet connection. Nothing will leave your computer. No packet will leave. Okay, so you have it on now, right? So you see my ISP IP is the Tor IP, is not the, this is not my ISP, I'm not in France. Now I go to VPN. That's the first step. Torrefied, automatically you will have Tor DNS on. You don't have to come here and say enable Tor. You use Tor DNS only if you're using VPN and the normal Tor, not the Torrefied. The Torrefied is automatically switched on Tor system for you for DNS, and all you have to go say start my VPN, whatever VPN you're using. Now what happens? Instead of my VPN going through my ISP, it will go through my ISP, but it will be packed within Tor packets. You get the point? So it will go, they will see my Tor packets, but they don't know that inside those Tor packets there is a VPN connection which is being established. That's the point of having Torrefied system. Everything goes through to Tor, and whenever you lose connection to Tor, nothing leaves your system. Okay, you can do it the other way around. So if you start your system, you'll have Kodachi on, right? You don't have to switch off Kodachi. All you have to do is come here, or you switch on whatever VPN unit you're using, Node or Hide. Switch it on. When you have it established, you come here and you click on this. No, sorry, you click on Torrefy entire system. It will be same. You'll have the same score. It won't differ. Okay. So now see the VPN is on, but it will never give you your IP of VPN because the endpoint doesn't see your VPN, because it's been shielded by the Tor packets. So they see that it's like Tor is guarding your VPN. I like how this thing works because, yeah, I always hated IP tables, but you cannot achieve this without IP tables. So I learned how to do it and I managed to do it. So I'm in love with IP tables now. The way it gives you this magic, you know, you have VPN on top of Tor or Tor on top of VPN. Nothing leaves your computer. That's all was not possible to achieve before, but now it's possible to achieve. Okay, now what score we having? We have 90 out of 100. Okay, now what if I have 90 of 100? I don't know what I'm missing. What can I do to get 100 out of 100? I'm running my system live. It says here persistent no. I have auto login no. I have VPN, I have Torrefied, I have DNS. What do you want from me? How can you give me 100? It's not a problem. All you have to do, you go to this button and you do a test. And this pop-up every time is from the browser. So this thing, a plugin of IP, if your IP changes, it pop-ups. So now it tells you you are from, no? See, it gives you a different country here according to your IP configures. Okay, this is the IP which is giving it from. Anyway, but when you have Torrefied, your IP here will be Tor. Your IP here will be Tor, your VPN, everything will be Torrefied, your ISP IP, your VPN. So don't get confused, you thinking that your VPN is not running. It's running, but it's hidden within the Tor packet. So you can see here, you have Kodachi VPN, yes, there is VPN running, but it's running. It's not Warith, it's running, but it's not routed through VPN. If it's not routed through Tor, it will be disconnected immediately. So it's been routed through there for sure, because if you check the IP tables, you will see everything there. Everything has been routed through the Tor traffic. So how do I get my 100% score? Now I have ISP, VPN, Torrefied, Tor DNS, which fits the best model below it. Still I don't get 100. Why? I come over here and do a test. And here's the Kodachi security test. This is unique. This is, I don't know, maybe it's not the first, but I've tested all the security distros. None of them had this. So this is a new idea that was introduced in Kodachi only. So you won't see this in any privacy or security distribution. I'm proud of this, by the way. How it does, it just tells you where's your problem. So if it tells me a score scheme. This is a score scheme. This one, if you're using Torrefied, you focus on this. If you're not using Torrefied system, you can still achieve security, but you won't get 100 by 100. The maximum will be 94, it tells you here. So if I switch off Torrefied from here, and I use VPN, Tor DNS, and I use everything, I'll still get maximum of 94, because you're not maximum secured. To be maximum secured, you have to get 100, and the system should be Torrefied. So now my scale is based on the scheme. So if I go press any key to start, see over here, you have Kodachi is not installed, so you get 10. You're running a live. Oh, okay. This is red. Is IPv6 enabled? Yes. So I lost 10. That's why I'm not getting 100. I'm getting a 90 out of 100. The rest are all green. See, you are doing well. Your score is 90 out of 100. Kodachi browser is on. Yes, is on. So I'm getting a 10. VPN is on. I'm getting a 20. Kodachi system fully Torrefied. Yes, I'm getting 40. 24 Tor DNS and 24 Torrefying. System login on. It's disabled auto login. So I'm getting my 10 over here. You get the point? It will give you the score. What is missing is IPv6. All you have to do, come over here, disable IPv6, which will be shown here as well. See, now it's enabled. Yes. If I click that, see, will be no. Now I have 100 here. And if I do the test again, start my test, none of the items will be red. I will not lose even one score. Of course, there is impossible to achieve 100 here. Why? Because you know the answer? Okay, I think you know the answer, but I will help you, because this one is persistent, it's installed. When you're persistent, you have everything can be recovered by a forensic expert. You're not secure. That's why I wouldn't give you 100. I will only give you 100 if you're not installing Kodachi. Of course, myself, I install Kodachi to test and to have faster response. But for security, when you travel and this, don't install it. Use it on flash memory, always on live ISO, and always make sure you have 100 when you travel, because you are not secure. Okay, so you would always want to see as 100 over here. See, it says you did great. No, you did great. Your score is 100 out of 100. Time to share this great 100 by 100, 100 out of 100 score on Twitter. Okay, when you get 100 out of 100, please share and mention my name on Twitter. So I see that you were able to achieve 100 by 100. Okay. If you want to install Kodachi, you have to click on this button. If you click on this, you will lose internet, and it's meant to be like that because there's a bug with Ubiquiti install of Ubuntu. If you have internet, it will freeze and you will keep waiting for hours. It will not install until you skip. So to avoid that, what I do, when you click on this button, there is a script running. It will remove everything, VPN. Don't worry, nothing, no packet will leave, because I deny all the traffic when this one runs. So you run this one, it will deny all the packets, it will kill all the services, VPN, Tor, and everything. Once it's done, you can restart and use your installed system. Okay. Of course, you lose 10 scores if you score. The last button over here is donation. If you like to donate to this project, okay, there's a single guy who is working behind this project. Is the guy who is in front of you now. My time is limited. I cannot give all my life for this project, but I try to deliver the best. If you feel this system is useful for you, please do not hesitate to donate. You can donate through BTC, PayPal, or any. I like cryptocurrency, so you name any coin and you can donate to me. I'll give you the address. And just to make me feel the value of the time I'm putting into this project. It started in 2013 and today we are in 2018. There's a big achievement on this distro. I'm very happy that I think I'm on distro watch 59. My rank is 59 now. I'm going up. I wouldn't achieve this without your support, without your valuable comments. Okay, it's been nice to record this video. I finally have finished it. I think I've covered most of the things that you need to know. Don't forget to subscribe on the channel so you get the latest news. Follow me on Twitter so you don't miss any critical information that I post on Twitter. And all the best with Kodachi. You are always welcome to send me any comments or any feedback, whether they are positive or negative. I will always listen and try to implement what you suggest. And one more thing before I leave, I just noticed something over here. I forgot. You remember when we had Tor, when we did not have Torrefied on, we only had VPN, and I always used to open this terminal. It would always give me that red angry face, you remember? So once you have Torrefied on and VPN on, you would always have this guy, the muscle guy, showing on, and he's happy that you are having a score of 100 of 100. Sometimes you can have 70 out of 100, but as long as you have Torrefied and VPN on, you will have this guy. Once you turn any of them, so if I have only Torrefied system but I don't have VPN on, okay, I lost the connection. It will take time to load because it will try to fetch the IP, but I will switch it on just for you to see. Let us see. See, now I'm based on Tor only. There is no VPN. The guy is mad at me. Why? So this helps the user, you know. Once you open a terminal, you know, am I having something missing or not? That's the point of having this. You have a good night and thank you and bye-bye.